What's up, y'all? Today on Cooking with Cowboy, we're going to be doing an entire wild turkey leg in the crock pot. So you see all this like silvery skin there? You don't want to eat that, so you're just going to want to carefully just trim it all away. And you don't want to get too much meat with it, but you want it to look just like that. You're going to put that in a little pile. Now that actually, if you want to make like homemade dog snacks, toss in the dehydrator, perfect little dog snacks, but we don't want to be eating that. Alright, so we got the leg cut up, we got most of the silver skin off, the main portions, the interior is fine, that's all going to cook away. You're going to want to either toss that or make it into a stock, and then I also took a little bit of leg meat for some breakfast with eggs. Next, you're going to spray the inside of your crock pot with olive oil spray or avocado. Lay your turkey meat in flat, we're going to season in the crock pot. These are going to be your seasonings. You're going to want to get some meat tenderizer, some Cajun, either spicy or regular, Montreal steak seasoning. I like to add a little bit more black pepper to that, some paprika, some garlic, and then some minced garlic. As you know, here at Cowboy Co., we measure with love. So these are all to whatever you feel like, but just make sure you get both sides, you know? You don't want to just over season the one side. Then you're just going to want to mix. Mix it all up, and then make sure you just get the other side nice and good. You're going to want to look for like that style of seasoning, almost covering everything. We use seasoning around here, y'all. Once you season, you're going to want to come in with a heaping tablespoon of minced garlic. You're going to want to mix that in. Now, since this is a spicier recipe with all the Cajun fire, I'm going to add some jalapeno slices and some whole little peppers, and then I'm also using my spicy chicken stock to top. You'll learn how to make that in the video before this. You're going to add just a hint of Worcestershire sauce. You don't have to mix that up, but it's just a little bit. You also want to come in with a splash of lemon. You don't need to mix that. Lastly, you're going to want to come in with your spicy chicken stock, just enough to cover completely. And before you close her up, you're going to add a full heaping tablespoon of bacon grease, or 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of butter. And that's it. Just click her to low, and you're going to want to cook on low for about 4 to 7 hours, depending on what kind of crock pot you have. Come in at 3 hours to check. If it's not pull away tender, leave it for another 2. Once you check on it at that 3-hour mark, should look something like this. Just top it off with a little bit more stock or a little bit more water, just so the rest of the meat is completely covered. Now this will be completely fall off the bone tender. You're going to want to start shredding it, and it should look something like that. I mean, that's about as tender as you can get there. And then just shred it in a bowl or on a plate. For this step, you can use a fork, or you can let it cool down, but it should be really pull tender. I mean, you definitely don't want to leave any of these in there. Put those to the side and throw them away. But your turkey should be about, I mean, it does not get better than that. You can make this into tacos, you can put it over rice, that's what I'm going to do, but that is exactly how you want your turkey to look. This is what you should be left with. I mean, it looks and tastes fantastic. I'm going to rehydrate this a little bit and add a little bit more seasoning. Marinade and juices that it was in to rehydrate it. Add a little bit of the peppers that you had put in if you added any. And then it has a consistency of like a pulled pork. It tastes fantastic. I'm going to put it over rice. There you have it. I just added a little bit of sprinkly Mexican cheese. I added some more Cajun. I added a little bit of Louisiana hot sauce and some salsa verde. And consistency that reminds me of pulled pork or barbacoa. So this is a little Chipotle themed bowl and inspired. Tune in next week on Cooking with Cowboy. We're going to also be teaching you a catch, clean, cook, hopefully, of a Eastern wild turkey in Appalachia, Ohio. See y'all next week.